Status refers to a position in society or in a group. Well, there are really two types of status: ascribed status and achieved status. Okay, in ascribed status, the status is automatic, so you don't have a choice. In other words, it's an involuntary status, and someone that come in mind because of race or sex. Not much you can do about that. On the other hand, achieved status requires some effort and there's a choice involved. For instance, a marriage partner or the type of education or for that matter the length of time in school. Well, these are choices are achievements and so they fall under the category of achieved status. So that brings us to the status set. A status set is a combination of all statuses an individual has. To me, for example, I'm a professor, but I'm also a husband and a father and son since my mother is still living. So in each of these status, I have certain behaviors that are expected because of the status. Okay, all of the behaviors are roles. I mean, a role is a behavior expected because of the status. Okay, back to status set. All of the statuses has been the first some professor combined to form the status set. And each of the statuses has a certain expectation. Let me use that professor status again. So as a professor, I have a teaching role and I have to prepare classes. That's expected. I also advise students, grade assignments, and evaluate my students. But each role has very different expectation. As a researcher, I have to design studies, write from the grants and from the research, and finally I write about the reports. So I think you see what I mean. And one more thing, this is important. Sometimes role conflict can occur. Let me say that again. Role conflict. And that means that meeting the expectation for one role will cause a problem for an individual who is trying to meet other expectation in a different role. Okay, let's say that one of my students is dating my daughter. I don't recommend this, but anyway, I may have role restraints that could even develop into role conflict because it will be difficult for me to meet the expectation for my role as a teacher. And when the student come to my house or I have them as a friend, and my role require me to welcome a guest into my home and well form an opinion about someone who wants to take my daughter out on a date. That expect actually.